Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm showing a vlog from a weekend trip to the Dallas and Fort Worth area. Honestly, as a graduate student, I don't really get spring break, so this was pretty much what I did to kind of make up for the fact that I'll be working most of the time, but it was just a really fun short trip. Got started early in the morning, and honestly I love just a short little road trip. And of course we had to stop at a couple of the places that aren't in the city I'm at, one of them being Trader Joe's. They have the best gluten-free snacks, so whenever I go to a city with that, I love to stop there. And we also tried a new gluten-free restaurant. I was really pleasantly surprised by just the portions and the meal in general, and I love that it's feeling so much like spring. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to take you through a quick workout that I did there, since I know most of my videos are workouts. I started the workout with incline walking. You can do however short or as long as you want with that, but getting into the workout, I did these heavy hanging sumo squats. For these, you can usually pick up a pretty heavy weight, and you're going to want to make sure that most of the weight is in your heels when you're driving up from this move. This is going to help target the posterior muscles. I next went into RDLs. Once again, you can go heavier on these, but you just want to make sure that you are hinging at your hips and trying to feel more of a stretch in your glute rather than a stretch in your hamstring. With these, one of the cues I like to think of is lowering slowly, but then you really try to speed up when you're going up through the movement and squeeze your glutes at the top, once again helping to target the posterior muscles. And following that, I went into these supersets of curtsy lunges, and we're also going to superset that with lateral lunges. So for this, I did all the reps on one side and then switched to the other leg, and so that would complete the set. With these, you just want to make sure that you can maintain your balance, but you're going to step slightly behind and outward from your foot to really target the glute, and you can kind of twist a little bit also for that. And then with the lateral lunges that I did a superset with, you're going to make sure to push through your heel, and once again we're just trying to maintain the correct form to target the muscles that we want to. And these are also a good one. One of the things I try to do with these is to not step too far out, otherwise you kind of have to jump to get back up from the move. And then for this quick workout circuit, we just finished it off with some standing ab exercises. I like these just to kind of finish up a workout. And so for this one, you're going to do a weighted knee drive. So hold a moderate to medium weight, and you're going to lift up the opposite knee. And then with these side crunches, you actually want to feel it more in the side that isn't holding the weight. So when you're pulling up, that's the side that you should really feel it on, and just try to really focus on using your abs to do these exercises. This was honestly a pretty short trip, so we fit in as many things as we could for the weekend. We went on this hike, and it is still transitioning from winter to spring, so it was a little bit dreary, but honestly this would be a good one after rainfall just because the waterfalls would be more full. And with this, we also went to the stockyards, which is a really nice historical area. We would love to go back again and kind of just spend the whole day there. It would be really cool to see the cattle drive and the rodeo. And then our last visit of the trip was to this gluten-free market. It was a big event. There were a lot more people than I thought there would be, but we were able to get these cinnamon rolls, which are one of my top favorites at this point. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for another video.